Lesson 10.4, Video 1, the Pythagorean Theorem. Some key terms that we will use to describe the Pythagorean Theorem are the hypotenuse and legs. Now the hypotenuse and legs are terms used to describe parts of a right triangle. The hypotenuse is the longest side. It's the side also opposite the right angle. I'll just write hype here for hypotenuse. And the legs are the two sides that come together to create the right angle. And that phrasing will be used to describe the Pythagorean theorem later. A converse statement is when you take an if-then statement and switch the hypothesis and the conclusion, and this will make sense later. So basically we would say if A then B is a statement, and I do the converse, I would say if B then A. I would go backwards. And again, that will make more sense later in application. A Pythagorean triple are whole numbers that satisfy the Pythagorean theorem. And what that means is that I can write the Pythagorean theorem, and by the way we'll discuss this below, but the Pythagorean theorem would say a squared plus b squared equals c squared, or you can go the other direction. But a Pythagorean triple are numbers that you can plug in not those, and get an answer with no decimals. So for example, a Pythagorean triple is 3, 4, and 5. And this holds true. So in other words, 3, 4, and 5 are whole numbers that when you plug into the Pythagorean theorem you get a true statement. So when you get three whole numbers that you plug in to Pythagorean theorem and get a true statement, and they have to be whole numbers, you would call them a Pythagorean triple. And this ends Lesson 10.4, Video 1.